Hi there guys, this is Alex here with ClickFunnels, and in this video we're going to be covering the new memberships area inside of ClickFunnels 2.0. Now this is coming as the new branded courses section, and this does replace all those membership funnels and the setup we had with memberships within ClickFunnels 1.0. So to firstly access this, what you want to go ahead and do is head to your site and funnels here in the ClickFunnels dashboard. And on the left-hand side, you'll see a drop-down here for courses. Once you click this, you'll see the new courses section. So within this section, we can filter by published courses, coming soon courses, and any draft courses, as well as on the right-hand side, create a new course. In this instance, this is what we're going to go ahead and do, just to show you what this process looks like. Once you've selected this, you're able to create a course template. In this instance, we're going to create a blank one. We're going to give this a title, so we're going to call this the training course. We're going to give a description about this is the course to learn courses. And what we're going to go ahead and do is if we wanted to add a default theme or change that, we could do that there, as well as add a thumbnail image on the right-hand side. But we're going to create this course for now, so you can go ahead and see what is in here. I'm going to pause this and come back to you in one moment. Now that this is loaded, what I want to show you is the new updated area within a course that once you've created it. So previously we're used to lesson sections and lessons that are nested in those lesson sections. In ClickFunnels 2.0, we have modules, as well as enrollments and lessons as well. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is first things first, do an overview here inside this course that we've created. So along the top, you can see we can preview this. We can go to the settings, which allows us to go to options such as the title, the description, as well as that thumbnail image that we had the option of changing originally, changing the style, the template page, and any other information regarding products as well. We can also update the course here on the right-hand side. Coming back out of there, this is where we want to go ahead and add our first module. So inside our course, we're going to click on the Add New Module button. And what this allows us to do is create a first module. So this is going to be first module. Give this a description. And you'll see that the URL path is actually automatically populated, and the system will tell us if that's been used anywhere else or if there's a clash. A really great feature, that one, actually. The thumbnail image as well can be set to. In this instance, we're going to leave this as it is, and we're just going to create the module for the sake of this training video, but you are able to go ahead and expand the image settings here if you want to go ahead and do that. Great, now that that's created, what you're able to see here underneath the training course overview is a drop down of all the modules you've created. So if I was to create a second one, this would nest under that one, and you'd see a neat list of every single module. What the great feature is to note here is once I've got more than one module, for example, let's just do module 2 as well here. Let's create that. You are able to, which you weren't previously able to do in ClickFunnels 1.0, is drag and drop these and reorganize them. And this is a really good feature that a lot of people are going to want to use. So once we've created a module, obviously we want to go ahead and add some lessons within that module. We're able to go ahead on the right-hand side and select the Add Lesson option. You can also add a module too, but in this instance, we're going to add a lesson. And this is the information that your customers or whoever it is that's in here is going to want to be consuming. So this would be lesson introduction, for example, the first lesson where people are going to learn what this course is about. You're able to add a thumbnail image, audio settings, and any video settings, for example, embed a video that you want to add for this training, okay? Once you've added all this information, you can also expand advanced settings as well and change the style of this if you want to. And you can select a template page here in the top right-hand corner. But because this is just for the example of this training, we're going to go ahead and save this one as it is and create this lesson. Now that that lesson has been created, you're able to see this nested under the first module here above it. All of these are currently in draft status. You are able to publish them by selecting this drop down here. But for now, we're going to leave this in draft status. This would be the same process to follow if you want to add multiple lessons. Let's go ahead and add another lesson in here just to see how that works. We're going to call this one lesson 2. We're going to leave all the information blank for now. And we're going to go ahead and create a lesson. Again, as with the modules, on the left-hand side, which you weren't able to do in 1.0, we can now drag and drop this and rearrange the order of these lessons. And this allows greater flexibility and organization when creating a course inside of ClickFunnels 2.0. Now, you may see the feature for enrollments available. This isn't currently ready for public launch, but this will be something that will be available in the future. So now that we've created our training course, we've got our first module with 2 lessons inside of it, and we've also got a second module as well here with currently no content inside. We want to go ahead and we want to customize the theme and the way this looks inside of the editor. On the top right-hand corner, you'll see we've got the Customize button here available. We're going to go ahead and select that, and that's going to allow us to edit both the module page as well as the lesson page too. Let me walk you through each of these now. So first things first, we're going to cover the course homepage here on the top left-hand side. You are able to select the settings icon here, which will allow you to edit the course itself and edit some of those specific details. But as I mentioned earlier, for now, we're just going to go ahead and we're going to cover the course homepage customization options. And more importantly, we're going to cover the specific elements that are available to be used. So inside of this section here, what we can go ahead and do is if we hover over the add element area, you'll see there's an option on the right hand side for course specific elements. This allows us to select things such as name of the course, the link to specific sections, publish date of that specific lesson or module, as well as descriptions, images, collections, podcast links, and course sidebar. Now, underneath modules, you'll see that we also have specific things for modules. And underneath course lessons here, you'll see that we've got specific elements available for lessons as well. In this example that we're using here of the course homepage, we're going to go ahead and we're going to use course elements. And this allows us to dynamically pull content across from perhaps lessons or modules that we've created to display here on our course homepage. So underneath the elements option here, we're going to add an element. What we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to go to course elements, and we're going to use the collection element. Now, this is going to be able to allow us to display a whole collection, as you can see here underneath this, and I'm going to show you how to build this quickly. So collection, we're going to select, we're going to choose a 1-column row to kind of make this look really good. And we're going to add elements, for example, the publish date, we're going to add a description, an image, and I think we're also going to add a link URL as well. So what this allows us to do is pull across the content that we've created and display it on our course homepage so that that information will display for enrolled customers who want to access this information and the trainings. Now, when it comes to editing the module content as well as the lesson content and the way that's displayed, what you'll notice is if you go on the left-hand side and select any of these things here, it's going to give you a warning that says you don't have dynamic replace content in this lesson template page. You can add it editing the template page. So you want to go ahead and click on edit template. And in the same way, that's basically just going to redirect you across to this tab here, where you can edit the default lesson page for your lessons, as well as the default module page for your modules. Let's take a quick look at the module page editor here. If I want to go ahead and add an element to this page that is specific to modules, I want to go ahead to the right-hand side, select course, scroll down until I find the course modules elements, and then go ahead like we did with the course homepage, go ahead and select collection, 1-column row. We can add the same information in here if we want to. So for example, let's go with name and image this time around. Just something really simple. You can play around with the editor here so you can customize the colors, the fonts, just as you would with any other kind of setup. And it's the same principle for the lesson page here on the left-hand side. So you would obviously go ahead and save this template here. And once you've done that, you can go to the left-hand side and edit the lesson template as well. So this is how the content that you've got within one lesson is going to display across the whole course, right? So here on the right-hand side, you'll see we've got a mark complete and go to the next lesson. And this information is set up here. You've also got the lesson specific elements that you can use here on the right-hand side, which we'll cover very briefly, which includes name, link, image, audio, video, publish date, and collection, very, very similar to the ones that we're familiar with on those other sections too. And this just allows you to build out the kind of template that you want. Let's just say, for example, we want to change this row's background, and we want to change the color to be, let's just say, a very light shade of pink. That might be an edit that you want to make, and you can customize every single lesson in this template that's going to be used. So that will then be displayed across each of your lessons within your course area. Now that we've overviewed that, that is a very quick and brief overview of how the new membership features work within 2.0. This covers the course itself, any modules that you want to add in there, as well as any lessons, including the customization options that you have available, including those specific page elements that you can use that are dynamic to the content you want to add. I hope this helps. It's a lot of information here. Any questions, feel free to ask. Have a great rest of your day. I'll speak to you soon.